Today I'm going to be doing a what I eat in a day video. I have lost almost 77 pounds and we're going to start off by having breakfast, and I'm pretty hungry, so I am going to make some turkey bacon, and I'm also going to be making an omelet. So this is going to be really delicious. I just made a nice cup of coffee, and so let's get cooking. So while my pan is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and chop up some of my vegetables that I'm going to be putting in my breakfast this morning. So I'm going to be chopping up an egg, and I do have some mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and chop those into some smaller pieces as well. Now these brown onions are always a little bit harder to peel just because they're so much stronger than white onions and red onions. So I like kind of pulling away some of the outer tougher leaves, and I mitigate some of that strong smell and trouble on the eyes by putting it through my Vidalia onion chopper. So before I chop up my onion, I'm actually going to chop up a little bit of these mushrooms. Now you can leave them, this size if you like. I'm going to have everything about the same size, just the way I kind of like to do it. All right, I'm going to cook up 3 pieces of this turkey bacon. I am going to put about a teaspoon of butter in here. And I'm going to saute some of these onions. I'd say probably about a half a cup. Now you put in as many as you like. I find the turkey bacon just cooks a lot faster than the regular bacon. And it's really good. It's really flavorful. And if you like regular bacon, use that. It's all up to whatever you like. I'm going to put the rest of my onions that I chopped up with my Vidalia onion slicer into a glass jar, and then I'll be able to use those without them smelling up my refrigerator. I'm just going to lay it on a paper towel. Like that. And my onions are looking good, so I'm going to go ahead and add my mushrooms. And then we'll start getting our eggs ready to put in the pan. So I'm going to add 2 eggs. And a half a cup of egg whites. And I'm just going to give that a stir. All right, and then we're just going to add these to our mushroom and onions. I'm going to add a little bit of this Mr. Bing's chili crisp to mine instead of salsa. Just adds a really good flavor to the eggs. If you like the taste of the chili, I do. A little bit of freshly cracked pepper. All right, that's about how I like my eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and spoon those into my plate. So there's my turkey bacon and my egg with mushroom and onion scramble. And I'm going to be serving that with a cup of coffee. So I bought this, it's called Godschall's turkey bacon. I checked on the back. Initially when I got this, I saw the 50 calories, 6 grams of protein. I mean, I just thought, oh, this is gonna be perfect. I've never actually bought this particular brand before. I looked on the back and it actually has sodium nitrite in it. If you have any kind of an allergy to nitrites or sulfites, this is not the turkey bacon to get. You're better off to get an uncured bacon. So I'm severely allergic. I'm gonna go take a migraine pill right now, and hopefully, because I haven't had nitrates for a long time, maybe I can mitigate a headache, but I mean, I have a good chance this is gonna ruin my whole day. So what I'm gonna do is prepare my dinner this morning, just because I don't know how the day's gonna go, and I'll just show you how I put this together. For lunch, I'm not too hungry, so I'm gonna be having an Oikos protein shake. It's 30 grams of protein, and it is 170 calories, so that is lunch. So I wanted to get a rotisserie chicken at Costco yesterday. They were completely out. I mean, they were out. They didn't have any they could even bring back out onto the floor, which I've never seen that happen before. But anyway, I didn't have any more shredded chicken in my freezer, so I'm just boiling up a couple chicken breasts. I'm gonna shred that myself, and today we are gonna make a French onion chicken and rice. We're gonna use cauliflower rice instead of the brown rice, just to keep the calories and carbs lower. And I'll show you how we're gonna do it. This is gonna be really, really good. You're gonna like this one. All right, I got my chicken cooked, and so we're just gonna shred this, and I'm gonna show you how to throw this together. This is a really good recipe, and it's really healthy. It's a nice high protein meal that I think you're really gonna enjoy. So all I'm doing is just shredding my chicken, and this is cooled enough that I can do this. Just kind of pulling it apart. All right, we're gonna cook these onions for about 15 minutes. We've got 2 full onions in here, and I need these to cook until they're translucent, and then they start getting a little bit brown. So in the meantime, while these are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on our sauce. All right, so I'm gonna take 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I always use the 3rd less fat cream cheese. Put this in our bowl, make sure it's softened. With the 3rd less fat, for some reason, it's always soft. So that makes it kind of easy. We're gonna use some plain Greek yogurt. We're gonna put in salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Now at this point, you could add cayenne pepper. I don't care for it, so I'm gonna leave that out. Now all we're gonna do is put in 3 cups of shredded cooked chicken. So that's about 1½ cooked chicken breast. We're gonna add our cooked onions to this. And then we're gonna add 2 cups of cooked rice. And in my case, I'm gonna add riced cauliflower. So I went ahead and added 2 cups of riced cauliflower to my mixture. I put it in a sprayed 8x8 pan. Now, I'm gonna add some of these crinkled potato chips. I'm gonna crush 1½ cups, and I'm gonna have that as my topping. I'm probably gonna serve this with just some green beans that I cook over the stove. I can a lot of green beans every year from my garden, and I still have a couple more jars, believe it or not. And I will just stick this in the refrigerator, and then tonight I'm gonna throw it in a cold oven since I have a glass pan, and then I will bring you back tonight when this is all done. Let's give our casserole a try. This is the perfect comfort food for tonight. So this has been a great day. If I get hungry later, I'm gonna have an apple, but I am not planning on eating any more today. If I do, I'll put it in my description. I'll go ahead and put it in my video. But other than that, this is my dinner for tonight. And this has been a great day. So if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.